Well, hello, lovely people, and welcome back to another pick a card reading. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to take a moment real quick to make sure you guys are checking in with yourselves. How are you today? Are you feeling good? Did you get enough sleep last night? Have you had any water today? If you haven't had any water today, I really want you to take this as your reminder and just go real quick, grab a little sip of water. I promise you it's not going to hurt you. It is only going to help you feel nourished and healthy and present. So I really want you to remember to take care of your body and remember that it matters that you nourish your body, pamper yourself, take care of yourselves, you guys. But with all of that being said, in today's video, we are going to be looking into what you and your person have in common. So what is mutual between you two, and what can you guys relate with your person on? Maybe you have similar opinions, a similar sense of humor, similar values, but we're just going to try and see whatever we can see in your reading today. There are 3 piles in front of you, and as always, it is just going to go from left to right. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. And from left to right, you have a piece of amethyst. You have some black tourmaline with some white quartz on the inside, and then you have some pink quartz on your right. Okay, so whenever you guys are ready, you can go ahead and pause this video if you need to, but take a second, meditate, breathe, and think about which of these piles is calling you in. And then we'll get started with pile 1, but I'll give you guys a moment. Well, hello, my lovely people who chose pile 1. So if you felt attracted to the piece of amethyst, then this reading is for you. And we're going to try and see what you and your person have in common. As always, pile 1, the first thing that I'm going to do is draw a couple of cards to try and get a look at the overall energy of this connection. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 1's connection with their person? So we have the Page of Swords. We have the Star. And we have the Hermit. Okay, pile 1, this is a very interesting energy presenting itself here. Firstly, with the Hermit appearing, you or your person could be a Virgo, and with the Star here, you or your person could be an Aquarius. But I'm sensing that this is a very intellectual connection. I think that the both of you are the type of people who spend a lot of time alone with your thoughts. You know, this is something that has been a part of you maybe since you were a little kid. You just think a lot. It's something that you genuinely enjoy doing, just sitting around just thinking about your observations, your opinions, how things work, how people work, everything along those lines. You just really enjoy playing in your intellectual landscape and trying to make sense of everything that you are experiencing and that you're perceiving, and I am feeling like your person is the same way. With that Aquarius energy here as well, I feel like it's even possible that a lot of you are really impressed by the energy that your person offers, just because you are very, very observant and insightful people, and it's difficult for someone to intellectually impress you just because you have a set of values, pile 1, you have a set of standards when it comes down to your interactions with others. You feel like the biggest turnoff for you is a statement that doesn't seem like it was deliberately put. You care about the verbiage that people use, you care about the wording that they choose, And you also care about whether or not they have facts to back up their opinion, or whether or not you feel like they, went on a respectable enough journey to come to the conclusions that they've come to. If it's something that has to do with the objective, you want to feel like they fact checked what they said. It's the biggest turnoff if someone says something that's just completely untrue, just because it was a guess or because they heard it somewhere. And you also dislike when you just feel like someone's opinions, just on their reality that they're perceiving, that comes from their observations, the way that they view things and think about the world, pile one. I feel like when you don't think they thought enough about their opinion, or, maybe it's something that they express that you've thought of before, but you've also thought of a million other things that make it so that that opinion doesn't necessarily make sense to you. That's the biggest turnoff, when you feel like someone hasn't spent the time to really think something through, and yet they're communicating it to you anyways. And I think that you and your person definitely have that in common. And with this connection, it's to the point where, this person is really impressing you guys intellectually. You feel like not only are they on the same page, but they've done impressive work when it comes to their mind and, their opinions and observations on things, pile one. But let's go ahead and draw a few more cards here. So Spirit, what do pile one and their person have in common? So I do feel like this one is popping itself out. We have the 10 of Pentacles, and we're going to just be covering these cards a little bit here. We also have the 10 of Cups. Very interesting. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. So we have two 10s here, pile one. I feel like this is telling us that you and your person both have experienced a great deal in your lives. You have a wealth of experience to draw from when it comes to what makes up who you are and the way that you choose to present yourself. I think it's definitely possible that you come from very similar family dynamics. Maybe you grew up in the same place, in the same area. Maybe your families growing up had the same financial status and everything like that. Or maybe you guys are presently part of families that you've built which have similar dynamics. But I do feel like family, home, maybe even children, this is something that you and your person have in common. And you definitely care about your virtue. When it comes to raising children, you could have very strong opinions or just a very strong emotional investment in your future or current family. I think a lot of you guys care about the precious nature of a child, and you care about nurturing that in the proper way. You've thought about that a lot, pile one. And so has your person. I think both of you really understand maybe the trauma or the difficulties that you've been through in the past, and you want to do something different when it comes to your own family. You want to make sure that you can actually offer, your family and whomever it is that relies on you, who looks to you for support, you want to make sure that you can actually offer them fulfillment, and that you'll have thought it through enough and planned it thoroughly enough where that will be the case. Some of you could have spent a long time caring for siblings, someone younger than you, or just your childhood was something that was really important to you. But I am feeling like you guys have a passion just for building a good household and building a good family. That's something that really inspires you. I am also feeling you guys like you and your person maybe have difficulty sharing true parts of you. I think that both of you come off as individuals who might have their heart on their sleeve. You might come off as people who are sharing everything with the outside world, but on the inside, you're not really open, to vulnerability and everything like that. I think a lot of you have gotten by really well with your, ability to make conversations an intellectual playground. I feel like you have this capacity to start up a conversation about anything and talk about anything for a really long time because you guys think a lot. You love to just think about how everything works, make observations, create opinions, and critically think about anything. You love intellectual exercises. You will have a conversation about anything for that reason. And I feel like because of that, you can trick people into believing that you have opened up to them. But in reality, you've gotten away with not really sharing anything meaningful about yourself. And I feel like that's because you guys just take issue with opening up. There's so much going on beneath the surface for a lot of you that you just find it very difficult to do that. And I feel like you and your person are both sort of playing chicken when it comes to fully opening yourselves up to the depths of this connection. Maybe both of you haven't necessarily shared quite yet that you have feelings for each other, because I'm feeling like this is just a really playful thing that you guys have going on, something where you're able to have those superficial conversations and really talk intellectually about anything. But I think the both of you have gotten away with not necessarily sharing everything that's on your heart or on your mind, and I think that leaves you guessing. But yeah, I feel like the both of you are waiting, and I think that the reason that you're waiting, you guys, is because you both share this intellectual value. Like, this is something that you value very deeply, because I think you are really intuitive people. Pile one, you're very deep feelers. You're not just this logically minded person who doesn't take the way that you are experiencing your life, and like the subjective perception that you're experiencing matters a lot to the way that you logic things out. And I feel like you have a great deal of understanding as to why you feel the way you feel. When it comes to an emotion that you can put words to, you've thought a lot about that as well, just because you love to do that. And I think that because of that, you need to make sure that you respect somebody's intellect, you respect their mind, and you respect their opinion before you truly open up and get vulnerable with them. Just because I think that a lot of you are very good debaters. You debate with yourselves. You think of every possible argument that could oppose yours, that could pick you apart, that could pick apart your perspective. And you feel like it's always possible that someone is going to see a flaw in your logic. You're really open-minded in that way and willing to question yourselves. But I think that you feel, if you're going to really express yourself, what you truly think, what you truly feel, and someone's going to pick it apart, if that's going to happen, you want to at least respect their opinion first. So I feel like a lot of you guys are really withholding, just because, this is how you guys love. This is how you get to know somebody, is through talking about meaningless, mundane stuff that might not really have to do with you, but you're really trying to figure out if you respect your person's opinion or not. And I do think that they sort of look at things through that same lens, and you might be playing chicken because of that. You're making sure first that you can trust this person, and you can trust the way that they look at things, and that their insight will be fair and not unreasonable. Because I feel like if someone says something unreasonable about something you actually care about, you'll really feel like that turns you off and that wastes your time. But let's draw a couple more cards here. Pile one. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Devil. And we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so I am definitely feeling like a lot of you guys are holding back. You know, we have this Ten of Cups here, which would signify this beautiful, deep connection. I feel like the energy is flowing freely between the two of you. You are, you know, having a playground when it comes to conversation. I feel like things might be moving very quickly. You guys are sort of getting to know each other in a very thorough way. You know, you're speaking very often. You're picking each other's brains, getting to know each other's minds, and everything along those lines, and everything along the lines of the material in our physical world. But when it comes down to the emotional and the fact that you guys are connecting on that level, you're really inspired by this new connection. I am feeling like this is a new connection for some of you just because of the passion that's going on here. Or sorry, not some of you, the majority of you. I am feeling like this is a new connection, or maybe a reignited connection, just because of how deep these feelings are, and how deeply you already, you know, feel familiar and feel like you relate with each other. So this could be something that's reignited. This could be something new. But I feel like you guys are really, really excited, really passionate about getting to know each other, actually going on this adventure and exploring the possibilities that come with this connection, but you're holding back. You're not really willing to show your hand quite yet and share the way that you feel. But I do feel like for a lot of you guys, things are moving very quickly. And again, you guys are very deep feelers. I think that because you overthink things a lot, you know, I think that this is a blessing and a curse, the amount that you guys think about things in your life. And sometimes it can be an overthinking type situation, and it means that you can become hyper fixated on something or someone that you're extremely excited about. So I feel like you guys are both a lot more excited than you're letting on. With this devil energy showing up here, you or your person could be a Capricorn. But I feel like you guys are also, you're putting up a front. You care a lot about your reputation. You know, I'm hearing you don't want anybody to know that you're soft. You don't want anyone to hear that you're actually soft. So I feel like a lot of you are avoiding truly sharing what's on your heart or what's on your mind when it comes to the way you feel about your person. And you're also scared of like embarrassment. You're scared of feeling embarrassed by actually sharing the way that you feel. I definitely think both you and your person are sort of in that space. But I do think you both want to. You want to continue communicating. You want to continue getting to know each other and going through the motions of this connection. So I do feel like the excitement is mutual here for you guys. You definitely feel just very excited about each other. And I do see you both keeping this flame alive between the two of you. But with that being said, let's go ahead and just take a look at some channeled messages for you guys. You know, you are both sort of playing this game of chicken here, not really willing to express the way that you truly feel, just trying to get to know them on the surface, really observe, analyze, figure everything out first. And you're both just really excited about this connection. You feel really deeply, really passionately. You feel like the energy is flowing very freely. But let's take a look at what your person has to say to you. Pile 1. It is killing me to stop myself from talking to you. So, you know, it's possible that you guys are taking a little bit of a break from communication. Again, you know, we have this devil here. You're both wanting to hold back, put up this facade. But also this could mean it's killing me to stop myself from telling you how I feel about you. You know, I feel like that's definitely something your person has on their mind. We also have, I can't seem to get you off my mind. So that's beautiful. Pile 1. Your person is, you know, thinking a lot about you guys. And I feel like that's obviously that indicator that we had just this very intellectual connection that the both of you have. You know, you have a lot on your mind all of the time, but I feel like you guys are both the type to hyperfixate. So that's something that's probably very beautiful for a lot of you who are fixating on your person, that they are also just thinking about you guys nonstop. I never expected someone like you. So that's very beautiful, Pile 1. That is a gorgeous message. I definitely feel like you guys are just really, really excited about each other. Definitely doesn't happen every day that you relate with someone on this level or that you respect someone on this level, you guys. You have no idea how serious I am about you. Yes, so I am feeling like, you know, with this devil, like you are both holding back about how excited you are. So I do hope that you guys show your true selves pretty soon. Just tell me what you need and I will be there. So that's beautiful. Your person definitely does care about you, wants to be in your life, wants to be a support system for you guys, and also just wants you guys to open up and express yourselves a little bit more. And then lastly, we have, I just wish I knew how you really feel. Definitely both of you putting up that little facade. You know, you have no idea how serious they are about you. It's killing them to stop themselves from expressing, you know, their true feelings. And also, I just wish I knew how you really feel. So, you know, I definitely feel like you mutually want to share your feelings and you are caring a lot more about this connection than you are letting on, pile one. The last thing that I'm going to do is just throw a couple of charms. I have some letter and zodiac charms here, so I'm just gonna throw a few and see if, you know, this can be an affirmation for some of you guys that this reading is for you. Or maybe we can affirm some things that we've already seen. So we have the letter G, we have the letter J, N, C, S, Z, pretty sure this is Z. Yeah, and we have the letter Z coming out twice here. So that could be a good affirmation for a lot of you guys. And then we have the letter L. So maybe you guys can relate with some of these letters in some way. This could be some of your guys' initials. Obviously, it is a general reading, so, you know, some of the letters you don't relate with could be resonating for somebody else. And then we also have Pisces. We have Sagittarius, Aries, Libra, and Taurus. So you or your person could relate with these signs. These could be prominent placements for you guys. And then we also had Virgo and Aquarius coming out here. So definitely could resonate with some of you. But with that being said, that is all that I have for your reading today, pile one. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that it resonated with some of you. If this did resonate with you, I would love it if you left me a comment telling me all about it. I just really love reading your guys' comments, giving details on everything you related with and everything like that, and I just love hearing in general that this resonated with you. If you did not relate with this reading, then I do urge you to try another pile in this video or try one of the other videos on my channel if you're open to it. And pile one, if any of you guys are interested in a private reading with me, then I will have my email in the description, and I'll probably have it posted somewhere in the comments so that you guys can contact me there. And that is all that I have for you guys today, so I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, pile one. I'm rooting for you and your connection. I'm wishing you guys the best, and I really hope that you guys remember to drink some water today. Okay, bye-bye. Okay then, hello there, my beautiful people who chose pile two. So if you guys felt attracted to this piece of black tourmaline with this white quartz on the inside, then this reading is for you. As always, pile two, I'm going to start off by just drawing a couple of cards to get a look at the overall energy for your guys' connection. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile two's connection with their person? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, I usually draw only 3, but 3 more just popped out here for you guys. So we have the Ace of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. Okay, pile 2. So with this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Swords here, it's really possible that a lot of you are dealing with a new connection, or maybe this is something that's been recently reignited, but I am feeling like a lot of you are just really excited at the opportunity, just for the potential of where this relationship can go. I do feel your person feels that way as well. I'm also getting that they feel like they only have just a very shallow knowledge of you guys, of who you are, what you're about, even what you guys want out of this relationship you guys have. So I am feeling like they are just excited to peel back some of the layers and get to know you. I'm getting that some of you guys could be dealing with really rough life situations right now, just because I feel like you're very strongly protecting yourselves. You know, you have your guards up, you want to protect everything that matters to you. Make sure you're not leaving anything vulnerable to be harmed by, you know, the general public or anything like that. Maybe you're dealing just with some troubles and you're trying your best to keep things together, but I do feel like a lot of you are, you know, I'm seeing someone just like carrying something really heavy and they're just like limping along. They're trying to get to a finish line. Like I feel like a lot of you are not allowing yourselves enough rest in your lives. Maybe that's because something's interfering with that, like a life or work situation, or maybe just because emotionally you have just been through a very harsh or tough battle. So you're really having a lot of fun just like flirting with this person, getting to know them, but maybe keeping a little bit of a distance. Maybe some of you aren't even sure if you want to romantically pursue this connection. You know, you are not really feeling like this is something where you're completely sure you want like a long-term relationship with this person, because maybe you don't really know them that well either. And I am getting that a lot of you are really strong in your values. Definitely would have to do with, you know, a self-protective type person in the, you know, general. I'm just feeling like you aren't really looking for just anybody. You're not looking for just any companion. You care about, you know, the specific things that you're looking for in your person. But let's draw a few cards, pile 2, just on what you and your person could have in common. So we have the Empress, and we are going to be covering those first cards just a little bit for space purposes. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Two of Swords. Okay. So I'm feeling, pile 2, that some of you could be in a same-sex relationship here. You guys definitely have femininity in common. You know, I'm feeling like a lot of you care about the pleasures in life. You know, you really like things that are pleasing to the eye. You like luxuries, sparkly things that smell good. Maybe a lot of you care about fashion, art, things along those lines. I am feeling like this could be a very important passion for a lot of you guys. You know, you really care about self-presentation as well. Both you and your person could have an interest in, again, just like art, fashion, something like that. You could both really like shoes or clothes or taking care of your hair or skin. But I do definitely feel like you love the pleasures in life. You could definitely care a lot about having a career that makes you guys a lot of money, because I do feel like you really care about living a comfortable life, having a comfortable future, feeling secure in your future, everything like that. Pile 2. I'm also getting that both you and your person could be going through a little bit of a hard time. I'm feeling like this is a period that has really challenged you and really elevated just your skills as an individual. You've had to rise to a very difficult occasion, and you've gone through a little bit of a transformation. I feel like a lot of you feel like you're fighting a fight right now. And it has really inspired some personal growth for you. I'm also getting that you're very uncertain about the future. You care about living a life where you're prioritizing your passions, the things that you value, really indulging in what you enjoy the most, but you're not really sure how to get there and live a life along those lines. You definitely don't want to neglect what you care about the most, but I feel like a lot of you are struggling to find the right move when it comes to translating your passion into something practical that can provide you with this security and support you. And I feel like for those of you who are ignoring that passion right now in order to do something more practical, you could be feeling just very detached or numb inside. You know, I'm just definitely getting that you're a little bit confused about where you're headed, what you want. You're feeling a lot less inspiration than you're used to, and I'm feeling like it's because you're having to worry about things that don't necessarily matter that much to you. You're having to challenge yourself in ways that are truthfully exhausting you, harming you, but you aren't really doing it for reasons that genuinely benefit you or will be fruitful in the long term, at least in your opinion. Pile 2. I do feel like your person is someone who understands being in that place in life. You know, I think a lot of you feel like you're on guard, like you have to justify yourselves to the people around you and explain why you're in the space you're in your life right now. And I think that a lot of you could be scared that your person is going to do the same, try to pick you apart, judge your life choices or something along those lines. But they are someone who's extremely open-minded when it comes to the things that you guys value most. So I think a lot of you are really afraid that this person isn't going to accept you. Maybe not necessarily afraid. I'm getting this feeling again that you're detached. You know, you are not that hopeful about a certain specific outcome when it comes to this connection. Just because you're really solidified in your values and you're not going to look for just any partner. You're definitely someone who is doing just fine on their own. When it comes to your desires romantically in your love life, you know, I feel like you definitely have found peace with being on your own. You love yourselves. You know how to enjoy your own company. But I feel like some of you guys are just like, you know, why spend the time, spend the energy truthfully opening up and like showing someone what I truly care about if it's possible that they just try to like judge me and belittle me or put me down or something along those lines. So I feel like a lot of you are feeling very conflicted in your path in life right now, and I feel like your person can really relate with that, and they definitely understand where you're coming from. I do feel I'm getting a sense, Pile 2, that you're interested in someone who's maybe further along in their path than you are. You know, I'm getting a sense that this person is very financially secure, or at least there's someone who's on the path to being financially secure. And I think that they are very open-minded about taking care of someone. They're wanting to support someone if it's for the right cause, and I think they'd be very open to taking care of you if that conversation were brought about. But let's draw a few more cards here. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So with the Six of Cups here, I'm also feeling like something you could have in common with your person pile 2. You could both be parents. You could definitely both be people who are just worried about caring for a child. This could be whatever you guys are feeling detached about as well, and the reason that you are feeling okay with being independent and everything along those lines, just because you guys know, what it is you value, what it is you take pleasure in your life, and that's just the only thing that you are focusing on. But maybe you're not feeling like you have been able to spend enough time with your child because you're spending a lot of time doing things in the interest of ensuring their future and everything like that. For those of you who don't have children, this could be a creative baby, something that you really care about, a passion project, a business, and you feel like you're not spending enough time caring for that. I feel like a lot of you are, worried when it comes to meeting new people about the way they're going to feel about this, whether this be your children or, just your passions in life, the things that you value and prioritize right now. You don't really care to be judged or for people to try and criticize you, but I feel like your person just really empathizes and relates with, whatever the Six of Cups energy means to you. And not only that, this is someone who really admires that, that you guys care about these things in life. Again, I'm getting this energy pile too, that your person just really wants to take care of somebody. They were lucky enough to find a more conventional path in their life. Because again, I feel like their conventional path that they've taken, it was really laid out for them and planned out for them, and they just took all the steps necessary and went through the motions. And I feel like that's not something you guys were able to do. You were just struck and taken away by this creative process early on in your guys' lives, nurturing and raising whatever this passion is. And you weren't able to take that conventional path that your person has been able to take. But they feel like they just sort of ended up with a very secure lifestyle in their lap, and they actually don't really feel passionate about what they're doing, and they would love for just a lot more heart and a lot more soul to be introduced into their life. They feel like they have no outlet to truly express themselves, to truly care about something. Most of their life is this very disembodied, very intellectual, maybe day job or line of work. And they really just do care about finding someone they care about. It doesn't really matter if you share that same financial or career status that they do. I do feel like this person would fit really well into your guys' lives. You're both very open-minded, very caring, nurturing people. You just want to take care of, whoever comes into your life and protect them and relate to them. And, you really value connecting with people, pile 2, and inviting people into your life who can truly accept every single part of you. You don't want very much. You just want comfort and security in your own little world, and you're good. You don't need anything big or luxurious or anything like that in order to feel happy. You know how to take pleasure in the little things. And I think your person really feels the same way. You could really live a very simple life together and just truly be happy. But let's take a look at some channeled messages for you guys. Pile 2, what does your person want to say to you? Kiss me. So this person is really attracted to you. I think they like you a lot more than you realize. We have, I plan on making changes. Maybe this person wants to make a change to this relationship between the two of you. They want to enhance things to the next level. You know, I'm feeling like a lot of you just didn't expect this kind of intimate, complex connection that you either already have or you're going to have with this person. I feel like a lot of you, again, you don't want to have a dog in the race. You don't want to get your hopes up about a relationship. Maybe you're in a place in your life where you felt like, you know, you're sort of done with that part and you don't necessarily want to hinge your hopes on falling in love or finding your person or anything like that. You're really wanting to focus on these other things in your life, and this person sort of came in very unexpectedly, and you can't help it but you're just like interested. You really want to know what's going to happen here, and I feel like this person is just like really perfect for you. Like, I think that just a lot of the things that you value in your life, like, you're not going to have to convince them to care the same way that you care. And I think that that's really beautiful. I feel like there's a lot of potential here for a long-term connection, just because when it comes to your dreams for your future and your values in life, pile 2, your person really shares these things. But moving forward, we have the answer is yes. So that's beautiful. If you're wanting to ask them a question, or if you're just like wondering if you can share some news with them, something you're hiding from them, the answer is yes. They're going to be really accepting of you. And if you guys are, you know, wondering if this person is going to stick with this and want a real relationship, something serious, something that actually is meaningful, I think the answer is yes. We have thank you for everything. You know, your person, pile 2, I feel like they just feel like they get something really meaningful out of this connection, out of this relationship, and they're just really thankful for you coming into their lives again, because I feel like they had these like really limiting objective type lifestyle, very logical. Maybe they work in a very like, I don't know, numbers and letters type line of work, but they really just felt like very detached, very disconnected, and like there was nothing inspiring them. And I think that you have reminded them of what can be inspiring in this world. We also have, after knowing you, I will never be the same. So that's very beautiful, pile 2. Your person feels like you've come into their life and really changed a lot of things for them. And we have, I am being completely honest with you. So maybe you're wondering whether or not this person is full of crap. You know, maybe they're just being very like open-minded and easygoing, and you're wondering if there's like a catch or if there's something they're hiding from you, or anything like that. But I feel like your person is being completely honest with you. They are like this very open-minded, loving type person. And we also have, you always amaze me with the things you say and do. Yeah, I feel like this is a very necessary message for a lot of you guys. Like I was talking about earlier, some of you could be worried that this person's not going to be very impressed with you, or that they're going to value different things from what you value and like judge where you are in life or anything like that. But no, I think they're really impressed with you. They really understand where you're coming from. They empathize with it, and they are truly like on that page with you. And so they think you're amazing. They really genuinely do. A lot of you are a little bit wary, a little scared that this person isn't going to see things the same way as you do, but I do feel like they understand you guys, pile 2. But the last thing that we're going to do, you guys, is just throw a couple of charms. I have a bowl of letter and zodiac charms here, so we're just going to throw a few of those and see if we can get some affirmations for you guys that this message is for you, or that it's talking about you or your person. And if not, that's fine. Okay, pile 2. So we have the letter C, We have the letter L. We have the letter K. And we have the letter Z. We have Aries. We have Scorpio. We have Sagittarius. And we have Capricorn. So hopefully this relates with some of you guys. And if not, that's fine. We also had the Empress, which relates with Venus. So that could be Taurus or Libra. We had the High Priestess, which relates with the moon. So that could be Pisces or Cancer. But obviously take what resonates and leave what doesn't, pile 2. But I feel like the biggest thing you and your person have in common is just the things that you value in life and what you want out of your future. I feel like you really are on the same page, even if you don't think you are, if you don't know this person very well. This is the start of something that can be sustainable long term. You really are sharing a frequency right now in a lot of ways. But that is all that I have for your reading today, pile 2. I hope that you guys enjoyed this and that you resonated with what I said. If you guys did resonate with this reading, I would love it if you left me a comment telling me all about it. I really do love reading your guys' comments. I appreciate when you leave a comment giving me details, telling me what you related with and everything like that, or just a message telling me you resonated is good as well. But I love to hear it from you guys and hear about what you thought. If you didn't relate with this reading, I urge you to try another pile in this video, or maybe try another one of the videos on my channel if you're open to it. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day, pile 2. I'm rooting for you. I'm wishing you the best, and I hope that you remember to drink some water today. Bye-bye. Well, hello, my beautiful people who chose pile 3. If you guys felt attracted to this piece of rose quartz, then this reading is for you. As always, pile 3, the first thing I'm going to do is just draw a couple of cards so we can try and take a look at the overall energy of your connection with your person. So, Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 3's connection with their person? So we have Strength, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Wow, that's beautiful, pile 3. So you or your person could be a Gemini or Leo. But I'm definitely feeling an interesting energy from this connection, pile 3. I'm feeling like a lot of you are maybe adapting to some difficult changes in your life, because I'm getting just this very heavy energy from some of you. You know, I don't feel like this is something to do with a career change or anything like that. I feel like you guys maybe lost something that was really important to you, because I'm getting this energy of grief coming from a lot of you guys. So you might be trying to adapt to life, move forward without this person or thing that you really cared about. Maybe you're leaving behind a long-term relationship. Maybe you are dealing with the loss of a loved one or a pet, something along those lines, but you're in a very vulnerable space when it comes to your connection with your person right now. You know, I think a lot of you just need someone to comfort you. With this seahorse just like wrapping themselves around each other, and this one just kissing the other on the forehead, I feel like a lot of you are just needing comfort from somebody. You're needing someone to feel close with, feel intimate with. just because you've lost a lot and you're really trying to adapt to that new change here. I feel like a lot of you are very vulnerable with this person. Maybe this is someone you've known for a really long time or that you're already in a relationship with, but I feel like you feel comfortable enough to express what's truly in your heart and tell the truth and be vulnerable, be who you are with your person, you guys. And I think your person feels the same way. I feel like there's a very powerful connection that's bringing the two of you together here. You know, you could again already be in a relationship because I'm sensing this very powerful bond, but for those of you who aren't, I do see the potential for that coming forward here. Something really beautiful is bonding you guys together. You have this capability of understanding and comforting each other, making the other feel comfortable to be themselves. You do work together very well as perfect mirrors, perfect partners. This has the potential to be a beautiful partnership here, pile 3. But let's draw a few more cards on what you and your person have in common. So Spirit, what do we need to know about what pile 3 and their person have in common? We have Justice. And we're going to cover those original cards a little bit here, you guys, for the purpose of leaving space. We have the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the 7 of Cups. So with this Justice card appearing here, you or your person could be a Libra, or obviously these signs I've mentioned could be prominent placements for some of you. So that's Libra and Gemini appearing here, so definitely some air sign energy going on. I do feel like both of you are like shocked by how much you mirror each other. Like, it's not just about, you know, your opinions, the things you value in life, or things like that. They're like shocking coincidences when it comes to the way you were raised, or the things that you define yourself by. You know, it could be an interest that you grew up with or something like that, but I feel like this person just understands your vibe. I feel like a lot of you maybe have to mask yourselves with the 7 of Cups appearing here. You have to sort of decide which mask to put on when it comes to going into the outside world. You could be neurodivergent type people or something like that, but I see a lot of you as a little bit fearful of the way that people are going to perceive you and your sense of humor. You don't feel comfortable having your natural sense of humor show itself to those who don't really know you very well, because you honestly feel like people are going to judge you. Like, they might genuinely think you're like stupid or something because of some of the things that you guys find funny. But I feel like a lot of you are shocked by how much your person like mirrors that sense of humor and feels like it's genuinely very entertaining and funny. I feel like a lot of you just have this very peaceful energy about you as well. You've maybe been through a lot in your lives. There's, you know, again, something you're moving forward from, but I feel like you really value the little things in the sense of your personal peace. You could be meditators, people who are into yoga, but I'm sensing you guys as people who really care about your internal synergy, your internal balance, your relationship with yourselves. This is something you really want to be in touch with, pile 3, and you want to be honest with yourself about what's on your mind, what's on your heart, and your person is someone who maybe makes you feel safe doing that. Because I do feel like it's like you guys against the world. I feel like the both of you feel this connection is very, very powerful. You might even be very protective of each other. You know, you understand each other so deeply that you see your person almost as like an extension of you. Like, if they do something embarrassing, you feel almost like you did something embarrassing. But I feel like you both also just love to like fantasize about each other and like about your future and everything like that. You just have really strong like hearts. You're just like very compassionate people who just love to connect with each other, with the world, with nature, and you just love to like experience life for what it is. This human experience is something that's very beautiful to you guys. You love to like fantasize about all the possibilities and have fun with your imagination and just do things that I feel like the rest of the world might find to be a little bit embarrassing, where you guys have had to learn to cover that part of you up. I think you both really value honesty. You value having someone who you can rely upon. And it matters to you that you know what's on somebody else's mind as well. You're very willing to set your feelings aside, set your ego aside in order to get to know somebody. So that's very beautiful. You care about like a very even, very proper give and take. You feel like in conversation you're really prone to notice whether or not you've been talking for too long, or you're talking over somebody, or you're not really letting them express themselves. And you really care about like setting yourself aside and making sure you're doing that so someone has the room to express themselves. I see you as just very open hearts, pile 3. And I think that your person is very perfect for you when it comes to that. We have the 7 of Swords. The 5 of Pentacles. And the King of Swords. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people might originally judge you guys in the wrong way. Like some people might make a decision about the kind of people you guys are way too soon, just because I think to protect yourselves you put on a mask that you're a lot more shallow than you actually are. Like you're very complex people, but like something about it, like this defense mechanism that you guys have, is that like you protect yourselves by acting like you are a little bit like dense, vapid, something along those lines, just because you feel like that helps you relate with people a lot more. Is just acting like you're not as complex as you actually are, acting like the things you value in life are actually just like really shallow type things. Like you might feel a compulsion to put on a mask and maybe even straight up tell lies or just be disingenuous because you feel like that helps you come off better. You know, and I don't feel like it's telling lies in a genuinely harmful way, pile 3. I feel like it's like you will pretend you have interests that you don't or something like that, just because you feel like it protects you from judgment. But I think you're a lot smarter than the way you present yourselves to people. Again, you have this very like imaginative part of you. You love being silly, you love being, you know, stupid sometimes, and that's something you genuinely have fun doing. But I feel like to some people it genuinely comes across as something different from what it actually is. You know, it's just only a part of you, and people take it as completely who you are. Sometimes people don't even take the time to really get to know you guys. And I feel like your person is someone who's a lot more open-minded than most people. I think that both of you are very open-minded, non-judgmental type people. You definitely have the patience to sit and get to know everything about someone, and even question your initial judgment of the way they came off to you. You know, you never take things at face value. You don't take first impressions as holding any credence. You know, you really like to take first impressions with a grain of salt and have patience and truly get to know someone for who they are. And I feel like your person is the same way. So if some of you guys are feeling insecure, like if this is someone that you just met and you're feeling a little bit insecure, feeling like you have to put on this facade, your person is very accepting and open-minded. I feel like they're just as open-minded as you are. You know, maybe you both didn't have the best social life growing up or something like that. You didn't get accepted by social groups very often, and I think that your person has dealt with that in their life. I think you're both people who have had to go through a lot of transformations in your life in order to feel comfortable with yourselves. So you now have just a lot of beautiful values. You really value just like simplicity, and you don't need anybody to be something different from what they actually are in order for you to accept them. I think a lot of people in the world will judge people off like their financial status, or maybe it's their ambition, maybe it's their body, maybe it's just like the way that they look or everything like that. I think a lot of you used to be caught up in that type of cycle, but now you're just very accepting, very open people. You know, you look past all of those things. You don't really care about the superficial. You really want to accept people. So I feel like those of you who are maybe scared that your person might be judging you, or that you have to act different from who you truly are, I do feel like your person would accept you, and they really are your perfect mirror. I feel like a lot of you guys, like if you do, if you don't know this person very well yet, if you were to have a conversation with them, you would find a lot of uncanny coincidences about the way that you're mirroring each other, the way that you're almost twins, with how many things you can relate on, how many things you've had happen to you that are similar. But let's get some messages from your person, you guys. So we have, I wish we talked more. So for those of you who aren't that close with your person quite yet, I do feel like you have a lot to relate on. There's a lot for you to get to know about this person, and it is worth trying to talk to them. We also have Kiss Me, so that's very cute. If you're wondering whether or not you share mutual feelings with your person, by the way, pile 3, you know, with the Lovers coming up almost instantly, and also like Justice with the Libra energy and the scales, that very like reciprocity, give and take type of energy appearing here. I do feel like you and your person have mutual feelings for each other, and you would not regret it if you talked to them more, if you opened up to them a little bit more. Okay, so we also have, I am planning to reconnect with you when I am ready. You know, maybe this grief energy that I'm feeling here has to do with your connection and your relationship with your person. Maybe some of you are dealing with a separation right now. And if so, if there are some of you who are dealing with a no contact type situation right now, I do feel like it's important for you to know that you both are mutually thinking about reconnecting with each other. Yeah, we have, I get excited to talk to you. So your person is excited to talk to you right now. They're wanting to reach out. They're maybe feeling lonely without you too. They have so much to say to you. Your person has so much to say to you, whether you're in contact with them or not. They really just want to tell you everything and truthfully open up. But let's draw a couple more cards for you guys, pile 3. So we have, I am planning to make it up to you. So again, maybe some of you guys have been through some difficult things in your lives, because I feel like this person really just wants to protect you. They want to be a comfort for you. They want to make it better. So I feel like if you've shared those things with your person, they do want to provide you with some comfort. And again, if you're dealing with a separation type situation, they are wanting to make things up to you, reconnect, and, you know, make things better within this connection. I still feel your presence in my heart. Yeah, I feel like you guys are really part of each other. You're very familiar with each other. If you've been dealing with some type of separation. You mutually would like to reconnect, and your person is really accepting of you for you. They really love you for who you are. And they really are excited about you and about this connection for who you are. They see a future between the two of you as well. You know, I definitely feel like they want nothing more than to connect with you. So if you are at a distance from your person right now and unsure of where things are going, I do feel like your person wants to be connecting with you guys right now, pile 3. But that being said, the last thing that I'm going to do for your reading is just throw a few letter and zodiac charms to see if you guys can see any letters or signs that relate to your situation, and maybe this can be an affirmation that this reading is for you. Let's draw just a couple more letters here as well. Okay, so we have the letter J, the letter U, T, W, and A. And then we also have Leo showing up for a second time because we had Strength appear. Libra showing up for a second time because we had Justice appear. Aquarius. Scorpio. And Capricorn. Hopefully some of you guys can relate with those. But obviously take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And with that being said, pile 3, that is all that I have for your reading today. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's reading and that you resonated with it. If you guys did relate with this reading, I would love it if you left me a comment telling me all about it. I love reading your guys' comments and hearing the details of how you related with what I said, or just a comment telling me that it resonated with you is always welcome. I love hearing just what you guys thought. If you did not resonate with this reading, I do urge you to try another pile in this video or try another one of the videos on my channel if you are open to it. If any of you guys, pile 3, are interested in a private reading with me, I will have my email in the description, and I'll probably have it somewhere in the comments as well, so that you guys can contact me there for more information. And I am just wishing all of you the best of luck. I thank you for watching this far, and I'm rooting for you and your connection. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and please remember to drink your water. Okay, bye-bye.